We are in the second part of a series that's about the idea of judgment. In part one, the discussion was based on being judged by others, but today we're looking at Matthew chapter 7, verse 1. Judge not, that you will not be judged. Reworded, it means that we should not judge, or else it'll come back at us. Now, what does it mean to judge someone? Well, I did my research and looked it up, and the word to judge means to form an opinion, specifically a negative opinion, that's usually based off of someone. And it's kind of hard not to judge someone right away. Like if I see a group of people standing in the middle of the hallway at school while I'm trying to get to class, and I can't get past them, it's kind of hard for me not to think a couple of things, because I'm slightly bothered because I'm inconvenienced while trying to do something that I'm supposed to do. But I got thinking, I don't do that sometimes too. I admit I do sometimes. If I'm in a deep conversation with someone, I will slow down my walking speeds so that I can understand them. Therefore, I have contradicted myself. So, when I think that the people who do that are idiots, I have to remind myself that I am also guilty, and therefore they do not deserve to be judged because I also do that, therefore I am judging myself. In chapter of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 3, why do you see a speck that is in your brother's eye, but you do not notice the log in your own eye? We're all guilty of doing something that might have inconvenienced someone, and sometimes we can't help it. Therefore, we shouldn't judge others because we're all humans, and we all have a sinful nature, and we're all trying to do what we can for our own lives. It's not for us to judge others, but for God to judge them. Judgment here on earth doesn't really matter, and the only judgment that matters is God's judgment for eternal life. The judgment of others is not for us to decide, and that's just something that we have to accept. But until the moment that we are returned to our true home, we live in a very judging world. But you don't have to accept that and live it like everyone else. You have a choice to either see through your own eyes or see the world how God sees it. Where maybe there's more to it than we humans can see, even within ourselves. We're not here to judge, but rather to reach.